Light.
We are live.
Oh my God, Shivam! For a change, we are live a minute before we are supposed to be.
Comes in.
Today, for the first time, Ricky Patel would be late.
Yes.
One regular watcher. For those of you joining us, if you're wondering how is it that Siddhant is looking different today with the full set of beard, that's because that's not Siddhant, that is Arun.
Yes.
Taken.
When we were doing a live at Sports Tak, Siddhant and I, a user commented, I thought तुम दोनों अलग थे. I thought तुम दोनों एक ही आदमी हो. मुझे आज पता लगा तुम दोनों अलग लोगो. So yeah, not Siddhant, Arun.
Arun.
Yes.
Remove the glasses, you'll be a doppelganger of Siddhant.
No, Siddhant has a lighter beard than he does.
So Arun is fear the beard indeed for me today.
Siddharth, what did you do on your off day?
Well, I hoped that my streak would end. 0 to 12 it has become. Score wrong. I thought Mumbai will get to 180, but 161. But again, if I lost, it was because of something freakish. It is taking something freakish to ensure my streak continues. Pat Cummins, 56 of 15. And why did Mumbai Indians shoot themselves in the foot? Primarily because of Daniel Sams. Missed the Yorker, bold length in that arc, 35 runs. The third most expensive.
So you're blaming your Panoti on
Daniel Sams. My Panoti in the RCB RR game extended because of Mohammad Siraj got the score wrong there.
Yeah.
Here it was DK who prolonged it.
By the way, we have a few freakish players also. David Warner is coming back.
What do you mean we? Explain what do you mean by we?
I'm talking about Delhi Capitals. I'm a hardcore Delhi Capitals fan. I know there are, it is very scarce to find a few Delhi Capitals hardcore fans who have been there from the start. But yeah, I am one of them.
Yeah, you're the first to join us on Sports Today who's a Delhi fan. Otherwise, we have Siddhant, who is a Lucknow fan.
He's a plastic Lucknow fan.
No, but it's the first team. It's okay. If he says he's a fan, then he's a fan. Then we have Mr. Vishwanathan. No surprises for guessing whose fan he is. Then we have Shane Dyers, who's a KKR fan. We have Shivam, our producer, who's a Kolkata fan. Then, Lucknow fan. Sorry, apologies. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Saransh is a Kolkata fan.
Yes.
Saransh, our other producer, is a Kolkata fan. And what about Anurag? Whose fan is he?
Manchester United.
Well, they are not doing too well either.
So maybe Punjab Kings. Red.
Punjab Kings.
He's, I think, what? He's also a Lucknow fan.
Wow.
He's from Indore.
He's from Indore, yes.
Close to Bhopal.
Close to Bhopal, my hometown, yep. The guy who performed well for Kolkata Knight Riders yesterday, he's also from Indore.
Venkatesh Iyer.
Venkatesh Iyer, yes.
From Indore.
For a moment, I thought Pat Cummins isn't from Bhopal.
Pat Cummins is from New South Wales, mates. but this is not the first time. This is not the first time Cummins has done something like this.
I know.
Yeah.
Against CSK. Smashed Sam Curran.
Yes. And incidentally, he scored 50 in both matches, in both the innings there. He conceded 58 with the ball, hit 50 with the bat. Here he missed this 50 by 1 run, but he hit the fastest 50, joint fastest.
Yes, we discussed that. You were not here yesterday.
Yes.
We discussed, one of our regular family member pointed out that every time he gives a lot of runs, he scores also a lot of runs.
Yes.
And a case in point was that CSK game where he hammered Sam Curran
for 5 sixes.
5 sixes in an over. That game also he gave away 50 plus.
58 runs he
gave.
And
the last time he played against Mumbai, he scored a half century too. And before that, he scored what, 30 odd.
One more interesting piece of trivia. Jasprit Bumrah, against whom every batsman in the world fears, Pat Cummins has hit him for over 50 runs in the 20 balls that he's bowled. And Cummins has hit Bumrah for 6 sixes.
I guess there is a different sort of rivalry going on between Jasprit Bumrah and Pat Cummins. Because Bumrah comes to bat, he hits Cummins for 6. Cummins comes to bat, he hits Bumrah for 6. So, very unpredictable.
It's the angst to the anger of who's a better bowler that they keep arguing about.
No, they are not. See, that is not the race. The race between them is who's the better batter.
No. Batter though Cummins is. But I'm saying this actually is an overflow. When you're competing at your core strength, which is bowling, and more often than not people are comparing you who's a better bowler, then in batting also to prove that he's not a very good bowler. The batsman ends up smacking him, and that's what happens coincidentally with Jasprit Bumrah and Pat Cummins. That's their history.
But
So, as is our tradition on Match Point that we're here every day. Firstly, the big breaking news is David Warner is back.
9 years later.
David Warner is going to be playing, that we can confirm today. He's going to be in the 11 for Delhi Capitals. He comes back after 9 years. When he last played for them, his total IPL runs were close to 1400 and so.
Yes.
Now he's coming with more than 5000 IPL runs.
5,449 to be
So
precise.
almost after 4,000 runs, he's coming back after a gap of 9 years to the franchise where it all began. For
And
David
one title.
Warner.
And
One title.
One title later,
Sunrisers.
which he won with Sunrisers
Yes.
Hyderabad.
maybe he gets one for us also. Just fingers
Okay.
crossed.
And birds
Delhi
don't
fan.
start flying. That is
Why?
the current situation of Delhi Capitals, because even if you reach the playoffs, you've only won in your entire 14-year history, you won only against Sunrisers.
I have
That's
only
it.
one thing to say.
Okay.
12-0.
12-0, which will break today.
I hope not.
Yes, it's Delhi. Delhi have the chance to make me look better in every format, I'm telling you.
No, so explain the 12-0. As I said, as is our tradition every day on Match Point, before everything happens, we predict our result of the match, because what we do is we get Siddharth Vishwanathan to pick his winner. Whichever team he picks, they end up losing. So the score stands at 12-0. Those are the 12 days that he predicted. So go ahead.
Yeah, I'm doing the double here, the two-peat. Score wrong, winner wrong. Yesterday I had predicted 180 for Mumbai Indians, but they 161. Of course, I'm improving. It's not 50 runs off or 30 runs off. Just about 15
Who is
runs
winning
off.
today? So
Today
that-
I'm saying Lucknow Super Giants are winning.
So can we confirm Delhi has won?
Yeah.
Can we confirm it right now?
Yeah.
That Delhi Capitals have won the match?
You're
I
bowling
think
up.
they shouldn't even do the coin toss and just declare Delhi the winner.
No, I think you should flip me up in the air. I'll fall down.
Oh no, I don't think anyone wants to see that.
Have you seen the size difference between the two of you? He's thin and lanky.
Yeah, I'm 97 kilos at 6 feet.
I'm 6'1" and I guess 87 or 88. So
That's great.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll say this one song from Mr. India.
Okay.
Zindagi ke, I mean, there is this thing. जिंदगी की यही रीत है हार के बाद जीत है.
हाँ,
So
तो आज
today
तो
I am
आज जीत
winning.
है ना?
I lost yesterday.
I'll say what Arya Stark said.
Okay.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Brilliant. We'll see. आखिर किसमें कितना दम. Let's see.
So what happens today? What are the interesting points? Let's start with the team changes. David Warner, as we've told you already, is going to be coming into the playing 11. Andrik Nokia, we believe, is going to be fit, will be available. He's recovered from his back injury,
Yes.
will come in. So David Warner, clearly Tim Seifert then goes out.
Yep.
He's going to be out, pushing. I like the tweet that Wasim Jafar put out, where he put two young kids playing gully cricket, and one of them just comes and throws the other one out and takes the bat and starts batting. So he said that's exactly what is going to happen with Tim Seifert today. David Warner will come in. And in terms of bowling, because Delhi played with 3 foreigners last
Yes.
time around, they have the scope to fit Andrik Nokia in. Unfortunately for Khalil Ahmed, who picked up 2 wickets last game,
yeah.
he would have to go out. So that would be
Yes.
the unfortunate thing.
Mustafizur and Andrich, pretty good.
Good bowling.
Good
Is there anyone else who can make space for Andrik Nokia?
Very
Maybe Mandeep
difficult.
Singh.
No, but then batsman for a bowler. Mandeep Singh anyway needs to go out. We need to put a batsman in. But
You did have to laugh about it though. But yeah, he may go out. Yeah.
He may go out,
He may
yes.
who comes in then?
Since Norke is coming in, so
No,
I
then
don't think,
Norke
I don't
will
think
come
any foreigner, but maybe they will give Yash Dhul a chance. Maybe. Just
Okay,
maybe.
so you
Yash
reckon
Dhul.
Yash Dhul coming in for Mandeep Singh, who's been woefully out of form?
Yep.
Is
Yash
that
Dhul.
Yash Dhul for Mandeep Singh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel that.
No, sure.
that
Because
should
yesterday
happen, that
one
should happen.
under-19 superstar made his debut in Devol Brevis for
Yeah.
Mumbai Indians.
Yeah.
Maybe today Yash Dhul. Anyway, he's had a fantastic start to his domestic career as well.
Yeah.
Century in both
Yeah.
innings on debut, Ranji.
Yes.
And I don't know why they're not playing him. Maybe again.
Okay, so that could happen. That could be the third change for Delhi, but one change is certain. David Warner coming in for Tim Seifert, and then you also Andrik Nokia most likely available, so he comes in for Khalil
Khalil
Ahmed.
mostly, yes.
Even though that's a bit unfortunate considering Khalil has been bowling well, but he'd have to make way for one of the best bowlers in world cricket at the moment. So those are the changes that Delhi would be looking at making.
I hope Jafar didn't have any culinary reference to the tweet.
No, he didn't.
No, luckily.
After what Virendra Sehwag went through, he's talking about the culinary reference to the tweet because Virendra Sehwag got trolled yesterday. If you didn't know, we'll just refresh your memory. He had made a reference to the word vada pav, where he said, you know, muh mein aate aate reh gaya vada pav. That means you were almost going to taste victory for Mumbai Indians, he was talking about, but then Pat Cummins came and stole it. So he made a reference to vada pav, and people trolled him, you know why?
Yes.
Because quite often, as you know, there are two sections in social media, Viratians and Rohitians. So Viratians often make fun of Rohit Sharma by using vada pav as a reference. So they thought that Virendra Sehwag was also trolling Rohit Sharma by using that vada pav reference. And so he got trolled so badly. So today actually I felt okay, it's normal because I got trolled a few days ago for that Rohit Virat thing. And I thought that maybe because I'm a journalist, easy target, right? They go after. But today I feel okay, it's not just me. When a great like Virendra Sehwag can get trolled.
You're an elite company.
No, not elite. I don't feel bad. You know, I always thought that journalists are easy target. So they can just troll them.
It's very unfortunate. They are going up against each other.
This is not the first time he's done
that. Secondly, I'm saying firstly, it's unfortunate that someone like a Virendra Sehwag who's a legend has to clarify. My point is that firstly you're going after him, someone who's, you know, got you 2 World Cups in that sense, you know, a player who's played with a lot of distinction, who I'm sure is loved by all cricket fans.
And who played for Delhi.
Played for Delhi, or maybe they are 18, 19-year-olds, they don't remember too much of Virendra Sehwag. Then you can ask your uncles, aunties, mummy and papa, they can tell you a bit about it, the ones who abuse. So he got trolled because of they thinking, a lot of people must have thought that he's making a reference or making fun of Rohit Sharma. Then Virendra Sehwag had to clarify saying later, boss, I just made reference to vada pav because the Mumbai team, it was a connection in Mumbai, since vada pav is a staple diet of Mumbai, so I made that reference. And he said that I am a bigger fan of Rohit Sharma than you guys. This is
in fact not the first time that Rohit Sharma, Virendra Sehwag has made the vada pav reference. In 2020 there was a show, Veeru Ki Baithak. I mentioned in the news wrap also. Veeru Ki Baithak mein he had again said, if vada pav goes out, then samosa pav comes in. That was in reference to Saurabh Tiwari. So the fitness angle bit, because in 2020 what had happened was there was a news
he had
story.
Put up some weight,
Many of our elite athletes had gained weight because of the lockdown, they couldn't train and all that. So it was on that backdrop that he said in 20, otherwise it's the second time he's doing it. And Mumbai Indians fan club and Rohit Sharma fan club have again suckered punched into it. So it's sad, very sad. But that's how the Indian cricket fan public spaces.
So I just saw your question now, Galaxy Warriors, where he'd asked this question. Why did Veeru get trolled for vada pav tweet? Galaxy Warrior, I just saw your tweet, but we've already answered that. Praveen Akurati.
You can also watch the video Sidvi did.
Yes.
Sidvi after this live.
He's done an explainer on why Virendra Sehwag got trolled for the vada pav comment, which video is up on Sports Today.
And if you don't want to watch the video, you can download the Sports Talk app and then read on it in both languages.
Of course.
In Hindi and in English. So that's great. Thank you for that, Arun. Praveen Akurati says, hello Nikhil, I don't understand this obsession with fast tracking pace bowlers who bowl around 145 plus. How many of our frontline pacers who play for India are genuinely swing bowlers except for Chahar? Praveen, I completely agree. And I think the point made was with regards to Umran Malik, who's bowling very fast. People are excited. I also get very excited looking at fast bowlers, especially being an Indian fan who started watching cricket in the late 80s, early 90s, and we struggled for genuinely quick fast bowlers, and we'd get very excited if we saw someone really quick. So I too do get excited, but I've realized over time it's not so much the pace, it is really swing, and that is why Bhuvneshwar Kumar, I keep pointing that out, a few years ago, with his swing, with his control, was arguably the best white bowler in the world. He didn't have that pace, but he had so much control over his Yorker, so much control over his swing. He could, with the same action, the ball would dip in, come in, dip, go out. As a batsman, you ask any batsman. I've quite often worked with VVS Lakshman, and when we were sitting in the lounge before the match, I used to keep asking him, because he played such great bowlers, Brett Lee at the peak, just keep asking him, pace, Shoaib Akhtar, what he used to tell me in pace, he said, I can still manage because you can track the ball, right? I can see the ball, I can manage it.
Yeah.
He said with swing, it's so tough, especially bowlers who can swing both ways. Because if I know that, okay, this guy's only going to bring the ball in, I'm already prepared, I know I'll keep playing. He said with bowlers who could just pitch it, take it out, bring it in, he said nightmare.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare for a batsman. And that's why I think you have a valid point there when
It's
Praveen.
a valid point, but I think Indian cricket fans of this age are a bit, they take fast bowlers for granted. In our time, if we saw someone bowling 150 and 150 above, we will go bonkers.
Yeah.
And nowadays they troll them. For example, Umran Malik got trolled for he got it for.
No, but the point he's making is that being fast is not the only thing. And again, in question that we were talking about Umran Malik, fascinating insight was given by the commentary panel. I think Simon Dool was there and somebody else who pointed out, he said actually bowling fast is, the important thing in bowling fast is to know when to bowl slow.
Yeah.
For a fast bowler.
Yeah.
When you know that, okay, I have that 150, but I need to use it as a surprise weapon to hurry the batsman sometime. The smart thing is to keep bowling 35, 40 where you have control exactly the thing, and then 150 as a surprise weapon. Once a fast bowler realizes that, then he's potent. If I'm going to be like, and he thought that with someone like Umran Malik, you're just coming in and he's so excited to see the bounce and scare. But that maturity I think will come. Meanwhile, the latest update.
Have up to bowl.
Lucknow Super Giants have won the toss and have decided to bowl. The interesting bit is that at DY Patil, 4 games, 2 have been won by team batting first, 2 have been won by team bowling second. So you thought that trend might change.
So
it hasn't.
3 for batting second.
Yeah, so Lucknow, that means Lucknow might win today because they have chosen to bowl.
No. Slip of tongue.
Thank you so much.
I hope it isn't true.
So Delhi Capitals, as usual, always shoot themselves on the foot. The fan is right in proof here. So Rishabh Pant and KL Rahul, I remember the dynamic duo for India. They have strung some very memorable partnerships in Test cricket. The Oval partnership in 2018.
Yes.
Then even I think one series in Australia also, where Pant was going bonkers, Rahul was the lead anchor in that. So
And it's also a battle of possible future captains
yes.
of the Indian team. So they would be eager to show that who comes out trumps in this particular encounter. Though Shreyas Iyer fans would disagree and say that he's also there in the race.
So if people have made their fantasy teams, please remove Manish Pandey. Manish Pandey is not in today.
Not surprising.
Yes.
In fact, the pressure was on him. 3 games, hadn't played a knock of any significance. So he was going to be. So let's quickly run you through the playing 11 and we'll discuss that. What has KL Rahul said? He said he decided to bowl. Can't really think of a reason why, but it's a fresh wicket. So he didn't really give it a lot of thought. He said because everyone is doing it. The fact is that till now, no captain who's won the toss in the IPL has decided to bat first. Till now, not a single captain has done it. Even though the results have almost been even Steven. We'd want to bowl first up front and restrict them. One change, Manish Pandey misses out and Krishnappa Gautam comes in. Actually, again, I go back to the 11s that we made before the IPL started. We had put Krishnappa Gautam into that playing 11 because we thought he would bring that variety which he would needed. So going through the Lucknow Super Giants team, KL Rahul, Quinton de Kock, arguably the most explosive batting lineup. Quickly taking a look at the Delhi team as well. David Warner is in, Anrik Nokia is in.
Sarfaraz Khan.
Sarfaraz Khan comes in for Mandeep. So we were talking about who is it that can come. Roman Powell is there, Lalit Yadav, Akshar Patel, Shardul, Kuldeep, Mustafizur and Anrik Nokia. So we have both the teams. So let's quickly update you. First, Lucknow Super Giants. They've made one change. Manish Pandey is out, Krishnappa Gautam. So that means a batsman going in for bowler, which is interesting because I think the batting was their strong point, bowling was the weaker link. So they have now padded that up.
And Gautam is also very aggressive lower order batsman also. For Rajasthan Royals, he helped them win certain games against Mumbai and as well as in CSK. There was a period. Lower down, he would have a 5-ball 18 or a 20 or a 9-ball 25 or something.
Yeah.
So good choice.
This has become a tradition. Shivam's phone will play the IPL theme every day at 7:04. If it does not, then our show is not complete.
Exactly.
Okay, coming back. Rahul, Quinton de Kock, the openers, arguably the most explosive batting lineup to start with. The only one that would compete, or one of the few that would compete, would be this team. That is Delhi Capitals. Now that David Warner is back, we'll talk about that a little later. So still sticking with the Lucknow team. KL Rahul, Quinton de Kock, Evan Lewis is there. Again, that is interesting. That means still Stoinis is not coming to the team. So there was this talk that Stoinis might be available. If Stoinis was, then Lewis may have gone out. That may have been unfair to Evan Lewis, who played a good knock. But anyway, that headache is not there for them to look at.
For all the fans, the headache will begin after 9th April. The next game that Lucknow plays on 10th, Stoinis will be available for selection only after 9th April because the series against Pakistan ended on 5th April. He reached the side today, that is 6th. You have to undergo 7. So you have to undergo 3-day mandatory quarantine starting today. So 7, 8, 9. So he'll be available only from the 10th.
Okay, so that is why no Stoinis. So Evan Lewis is at number 3. Deepak Hooda has been the man on a mission, man in form, doing very well. Another star, Ayush Badoni, one of the young stars to watch out. Kunal Pandey, actually, a lot of people have been saying that him batting at 7 is a bit low, maybe should come. But looking at that batting, I also can't fit him higher than number 7. In fact, Jason Holder at 8. Oh God. Maybe Jason comes in at 7 and Kunal at 8
but
as
what
well.
I feel for next match, they can do away with Andrew Tye and include Marcus
No, but
Stoinis.
Andrew Tye is the one who's helped them in that death over that they had issues.
I guess Holder can do that job.
Yes, Holder did actually. He did last game. But again, it's touch and go. So then Jason Holder is at number 8. Can you see that batting? Oh my God.
Number 9.
And that is why I think it's a smart decision to have got a Krishnappa Gautam for Manish Pandey. You didn't need too many batsmen. So I think thumbs up to Lucknow's decision of getting Krishnappa Gautam. Andrew Tye, Ravi Bishnoi, Avesh Khan has been their standout bowler this season. But now with Jason Holder giving him company. So that's looking like a very, very strong team. Much to the disliking of Arun, who's a Delhi fan sitting next to me. Let's take a look at the Delhi team. The big news, David Warner.
But one major question, where does Sarfaraz bat?
Should bat at 3 then.
3.
If Mandeep had been batting at 3 and Sarfaraz is replacing him, let's take a look at that batting order. So the 2 changes they made, Prithvi, David Warner, and that's why I said, okay, quick, who's the better opening pair? KL Rahul Quinton, David Warner, Prithvi Shaw.
Prithvi Warner.
KL Quinton.
I'll go with
Prithvi
KL
Warner.
Quinton. I'll go with KL Quinton.
Because Quinton has got consistency and he's performed on a much more consistent basis than Prithvi Shaw in IPL editions for the last 3 years. Prithvi Shaw had one breakout edition in 2019, but since then he's not succeeded. Quinton has got superb success playing for Mumbai Indians.
I guess Warner will bring more calm to the pitch.
One hopes so. One hopes so. Like how Shikhar Dhawan did for Prithvi Shaw, Warner should be that. But
maybe.
Again, it's Warner's first game.
I think Lucknow Super Giants, the more explosive opening pair. Okay, number 3, then you're going to have Sarfaraz, I think, who will bat with Rishabh Pant at 4 and Roman Powell at 5. Lalit Yadav, man again in form with the bat, has been doing well. But that's where I think the problem for Delhi starts. Akshar Patel that you've got, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At number 7, the problem starts. Akshar and Shardul Thakur, I know that you will say that they can be those guys who will get you runs, but then they are bowling all-rounders. I won't rely on them every time. And that's the problem with Delhi. Whereas look at Lucknow, we were talking about till Krishnappa Gautam actually. That's, till number 9 versus till number 7 where Akshar and Shardul come in. Kuldeep again, decent bat, can whack once in a while, but still not someone that I'll. And then Mustafizur and Henrik Nokia clearly not the best with the bat. So their lower middle order is where the problem starts for Delhi. And their bowling, I don't know, what do you make of Henrik Nokia? I'm a bit skeptical. I know he was the best before injury, but a long injury layoff, hasn't played for a long time.
A year he hasn't played. And what made Nokia look so good? It was Rabada in the Delhi Capitals side.
Let's not
that
forget.
duo complemented each other. Now, technically, he plays the spearhead in this team. Whether he's experienced for that role, we don't know. Mustafizur has got much more guile, but he's lost that zip to deliver the Yorkers in the death. Remember the 2016-17 season? He used to regularly nail the Yorkers and was a great exponent of the cutter. But that shoulder surgery, has changed things for Mustafizur. That Yorker to Andre Russell, remember, that was
that
peak Mustafizur, but now he's not that same bowler anymore. So you are missing how will Nortje emerge from the shadows of Kagiso Rabada? That will be the major question.
Okay, quick question. Gaurav Khasdev wants to know, Siri, answer that. What is the update on Hazelwood? Is he playing against CSK or not on 12th? Or will he be coming in on the 12th?
See, Hazelwood will not be available until 12th. But whether they pick him on that day is a different question altogether, because he would have served out his quarantine.
Yes.
But whether he'll be fit
Match
ready for that we don't know. But see, he has joined the squad. That's what reports are saying. He's joining the squad today. So if it is 7 and 3 days of quarantine, maybe he can come in for that game. Maybe he can.
Should.
Yeah.
Maybe he should.
Say hi to Varun Parvataneni.
Hi,
Watches
Varun.
us very often. He's watching us from the US away.
Oh, lovely.
A very good morning to you.
Very good morning. Yes.
Varun. He's a regular watcher. Akshay Khiste has pointed out Manish Pandey dropped. Yes, he is. Thank you. We discussed that at length. We were looking at their team. And I think all of us agree that that's the...
It's purely on merit.
Yeah, that's the right call. The pressure was on him.
If it was. If I have to go back to that fast bowlers debate, I just had one point to prove
Yeah,
here.
please.
145, 150, 150. Everybody gets excited with that pace.
Yeah.
But look at the people who had extreme pace. Sean Tate.
Yes.
He became too predictable. So
Wild thing.
The wild thing. But he had no control and that hurt them. Look at Marchand Delanga. Could easily use his pace. But look at Dale Steyn.
Nathan Coulter-Nile.
Nathan Coulter-Nile also.
Injuries.
But look at Dale Steyn. 145, swinging in, swinging out. Brilliant. Akhtar would have swing. That's what made him potent.
Akhtar actually reverse swing. Yeah, was his strength.
Imagine those balls that he dismissed Sachin Tendulkar and Rahul Dravid were classic reverse swing at 145 kmph, deadly. Lee, 145, 150, but would reverse swing or outswing. That's what made them potent. If you have swing, it changes the entire equation. Anderson is an exception to the norm. Asif.
Asif
wasn't
out swing. Wasn't fast. He was the seam. His seam.
Umar Gul, before his back injuries, took toll on him.
But Mohammad Zaid used to be really fast.
Yes,
if you remember.
Mohammad Zaid.
Yeah, very, very quick. 150 plus.
Junaid was fast. Junaid Khan. But again, he had no control, but there was reverse swing.
Unpopular pick, but Munaf Patel was fast.
At one point, but actually he was
and then he went.
And his pace was actually, even before he made his debut for Indian team, that's when he was really quick.
150, 153.
When he came to the Indian, he realized that you got to be a bit smart. He came to 140s.
Varun Aaron, classic case. Varun Aaron, 150, 145, but he had no control.
Exactly.
Swing.
Even now, he has. He doesn't have.
No comments on that though.
Okay, Akshay Khiste is saying, do you see Sarfraz batting at 3? I would imagine. The other option they have is to push everyone up, and in which case Rishabh Pant comes in at 3 and then Roman Powell at 4 and then Sarfraz at 5. But no, I think if you're going to see, you got really great batsmen in and around you. So I think Prithvi, David Warner opening, and then Rishabh, why I'm saying 4, he can then bat according to the situation, seeing how it's going. Give Sarfraz some time. He's coming in his first game, so give him some time to settle in. Maybe then he can hit the big shots later. It'd be unfair if you bought him right at the end and then expect him to go bang bang from the word go. I think 3 would be best suited, also because he's replacing Mandeep. It gives you some sort of insight of what Delhi is thinking in terms of the batting. So they need one Indian lesser experienced batsman in the middle, and then around them some better batsmen.
Expect it to be righty for righty, lefty for lefty. For example, if Shaw gets out, then Sarfraz comes in. If Warner gets out, then Pant comes in.
Could be. But would you want to have Rishabh at 3?
No, I won't.
Yeah.
Does Lucknow Super Giants, apart from Krishnappa Gautam and Ravi Bishnoi, have any other quality spinners to trouble the left-handers? Not really.
No, but how many do you need in a team? 2 are there.
Left-handers, left-handers.
Ravi Bishnoi has a great record against left-handers.
Yes.
Great record.
Huda and Gautam are there. So
Huda is also there. Yeah, they have 3-4.
Huda is there. Yes.
Yeah, but again, where did Sarfraz achieve most of his success in the domestic circuit this time around? At batting at number 3, right? He was in the top 4.
Yes.
So if you are wanting to continue that form, you should technically play.
But the longer format versus a shorter format.
Yeah,
that is another thing.
One.
I think RCB used to bat him lower.
He didn't get success in that.
Yeah, he didn't, and then was dropped. So I guess 3 would be better. Akshay, to answer your question. Prasad Kulkarni says, sir, the only RCB has a batting lineup that can defeat Lucknow Super Giants. Can you discuss? That's true actually. Lucknow Super Giants, outstanding batting lineup.
But again, in that previous game, like I had mentioned RCB in that article, RCB, they have to make the right choices. When Ashwin and Chahal were bowling, why did you promote Sharfain up the order? Two left-handers. DK ensured by that knock that RCB's mistakes were not repeated. And the major problem, it's now been, play the fourth game. Virat Kohli is not firing.
Yes.
So that, and if you continue with Faf's opening partner who's not that experienced, I don't think they have that batting order to defeat the Lucknow Super Giants, technically if I have to look at it.
So
I would disagree in that particular aspect. But if RCB make the right choices with their batting, then yes, they can match up.
Okay, lots more question. I'll try and take some of them. Indra Neil is pointing out Khalil not playing. Yes, we discussed that. And as much as you feel a bit sad for Khalil because he did well, but I guess when you have Anrik Nokke, you have no option.
You have to make way for it.
Yes.
Yeah. Plus in Mustafizur they already have a left
hand.
So I think
so. Two left-handers in the Delhi team bowling and one in Lucknow Super Giants.
Redacted Shetty says, pretty surprising. Manish has been dropped only after the third game. Thought he would get a longer rope from Gambhir. I agree. Again, it's a 50-50 situation for me. 3 games did not perform well, so you've had to drop him.
Yes.
Maybe again because Lucknow after losing that one game have done well, so maybe you could have continued with him also.
See,
it's not too much of a loss.
I feel is that in Rahul they have already got an anchor. Manish Pandey does a similar job with it. Okay.
Yes.
But Rahul can go berserk also.
He can, but he usually adopts that role of.
But I think Manish is now struggling to change gears. That's the thing that is going against him because it's not the Manish
last
Pandey.
year as well.
Yeah, it's not the Manish Pandey of 2014 that hit sixes at will, changed gears when the situation demanded. He held them in the title. Gambhir would definitely have known some utility in him, but he's not able to change gears. That's going against Manish Pandey now.
Possibly. Dean Simon says, looks like Sidvi is back. Yes, he is. And he joins us from Jamaica and says, great work, guys. Dean, tell me where from Jamaica. I've been to Jamaica many times and I love that country. So tell me where in particular are you joining us from Jamaica?
Wow.
Good morning to you also, by the way. Lakshay Pahuja says, why have LSG dropped Manish on the basis of only 2 games? We've answered that.
Yes, we have.
They could have continued, as I said, both wouldn't be wrong. There is nothing right or wrong here. They could have continued by saying he needs to be given a few more chances. But I think such is the nature of T20 cricket where you need to look at success and maybe you're trying a lot of players.
For the players who are sitting on the bench, right?
Yes.
They're not getting a chance. So Gautam is getting a chance, it's good.
Yeah, and also I think look at the balance of that team. The one reason which I pointed out earlier, you had to remove a batsman for a bowler. Their weak link was bowling. And when you've got batting, when we are discussing people like Jason Holder and Kunal Pandey at 7 and 8 or 8 and 7, however they bat, you're not utilizing them to the best of their resources. And imagine if Manish Pandey was there, then what happens? I mean,
Indeed.
8 and 9, I mean, there's no point. Kunal on some days would bat at number 4 or 3, if I'm not mistaken, for Mumbai Indians. Sometimes they would push him up the order.
Correct.
Same for Jason Holder.
But if I have to look at forget the top order, the lower middle order of LSG and DC, LSG's lower middle order is much stronger.
This is a problem.
Big problem.
That's what I said. From Akshar Shardul are a lottery in that sense when it comes to batting.
And inconsistent also.
That's why lottery. Na?
If they don't do well with
the is unpredictable.
Yes.
LSG provides that more stability.
They have to be like Rajasthan, where if most of the runs have to come from the top order.
Yeah.
If the top order fires, that's what Rajasthan are doing. There also Riyan Parag is at 6. And from there on, there's a problem. But what they are doing well is mostly the top order fires, Butler gets you all the runs, whatever. So if Delhi keep doing that, then they can, somehow cover up on that weakness of lower middle order. But can you do it game after game after game? That would be the question. Correct. That is what Delhi would have to look at.
Yes.
They can't be in a situation like Lucknow where supposing they are 25 for 3 also, which they were against Hyderabad, if I'm not mistaken, they were out. But they have that lower order.
Even Delhi were in that similar situation when they won against Mumbai Indians, right?
Yes.
But again, that was a lottery thanks to Lalit and
Sidvi was very happy that for a change his prediction will be right. You were supporting Delhi or
No,
you're not
I was supporting
Delhi,
MI.
huh? Yeah.
As I told you, I would have not said 112 then, probably 0-12.
Bhavya Parekh has a very interesting observation saying,
Yeah.
we'll just an observation, but dropping Manish Pandey was what started the rift between Warner and management, and KL must be fond of Manish, so will he be happy with the decision?
Oh my goodness.
See,
For management will be happy or Pandey?
Who-
Pandey
no,
will
is
be
it-
unhappy.
no, saying that KL is very thick with Manish Pandey.
Wow.
So now that he's dropped, what Bhavya is pointing out that in SRH, the whole fight started with dropping of Manish Pandey, and here because KL and Manish Pandey are thick, and because he has been dropped, maybe the KL and management issue may
I
start.
thought the main issue was Warner's aloofness. That was what I was wondering in that season.
No, and him not scoring
Not
runs
scoring
didn't help.
runs. With a low strike rate, let me tell you. He averaged
Yes,
30.
yes.
Low strike rate was the issue.
That's correct. But Bhavya, interesting observation.
Yeah.
If in case it goes on to blow up this
Maybe it
entire
snowballs.
controversy,
Maybe it does.
we shall remember you.
Yes, indeed, indeed.
You said it first.
You said it fast. Dean Simon wants to know, will Mitch Marsh replace Roman when he is back?
We don't know when Mitch Marsh is back because the nature of that injury is such. Ricky Ponting has not gone into much detail. But if Robman fires, then it makes it even more difficult
Didn't
for
he
Mitchell
fire
Marsh.
in one game?
He
Roman?
did.
Kind
he did.
of.
He
kind
made
of
a cameo, no?
Cameo, yeah.
But if Roman doesn't fire, then when is Mitch Marsh going to be available? Because for the third consecutive season,
See, Marsh solves that problem, that top heavy problem. He
Yeah.
solves that.
solves that.
Yeah.
But for that, he should be fit.
Yeah.
The
It
equation.
It happens with him in every IPL.
The equation will only be solved if that probability is also solved. That whether Mitch Marsh is fit or not fit.
So, what do you think? He'll be fit or not?
I think he's missing more than half of the IPL.
I guess he'll be fit.
Ooh, that's
Because-
a big statement.
Because if Ricky Ponting has said that we will monitor his progress and a side strain takes a lot of time to heal.
Half the IPL. That's
the
going to be a
IPL.
big, big loss.
Like how the CSK is facing to Deepak Chahar's loss.
Yes. Rohan Surbi also joining us from the US of A says hi. Say hi back to
Hi,
everyone.
Rohan.
International viewers, huh?
Oh, yes.
We are global.
Yes. Austin Kuna, one of our regular watchers, says people very easily tell that Pant has underachieved in T20 as it is only in international T20. His T20 career strike rate is 148. That is true. In fact, last game also, he was the standout performer, if I'm not 40 odd he got
43, I guess.
at a very good strike rate.
27 or 29, I guess.
Yeah, so that's a great strike rate.
150 is plus.
I agree. Has the second fastest T20 century of all time. And he had 684 runs in IPL 2018. I remember that IPL.
Yeah,
Played some
128.
blinders.
Yeah.
Played some blinder. But it's been also 4 years since then.
Yes.
He needs to come good on a regular basis. That's what, see, why I'm saying that is because he's an India player and he is now regarded as one of the breakthrough players in international cricket. So he has to consistently play those big knocks, you know, if he's competing with the big boys. And he has all the talent.
But with Pant's style of play, do you think it is fair for the fans to assume that he'll be consistent?
No, but okay, fine, not consistent. But I would want him, if you're playing 14 games, I would want 4 or 5 massive, blinders.
Match-winning innings.
Like where you, those should be those 4-5 innings which you remember at the end of the IPL.
Yeah.
That's what you want from Pant. I
Correct,
agree.
correct.
I don't want him to get 30 ball 40 type of runs or whatever,
Like
or 40
lowest
type
net for
50.
LSG.
Yeah,
Correct,
like
correct.
Similar.
Go for the kill immediately.
yeah, so that I agree that at the end of the IPL you should say, wow man, those 3-4 innings by Pant were mind-boggling. That's what he should.
In fact, that 2018 IPL was the one which gave him that launch pad. From 2017 in the Ranji, he had already hit a triple century. He had hit a 48 ball century. Plus his IPL, that especially taking apart Bhuvneshwar Kumar in that Sunrisers Hyderabad game was unbelievable.
Parth Mishra says, Nikhil sir, is RCB Shahbaz Ahmed can open in place of Anuj Rawat? Parth, I wouldn't agree with you. Shahbaz is in outstanding form, and why do you want to change that position where he's doing so well? He's finishing games for you. He's found that mojo, getting you
And
runs.
he has played at number 3 for RCB, but it
a
hasn't
lot of
worked
people,
out.
Rajat Patidar played at number 3. They played, I don't know who all at number 3. So, and that never really worked. So, I would rather have him where he's working very well, and it's rare to find batsmen doing well there. And if you found someone doing that, then why push him there?
Exactly.
In fact, if someone, I would have Virat Kohli open. You know,
See,
Especially with Maxwell coming.
Maxwell's coming will change the entire batting equation, and they'll have stability because they're waiting for Maxwell to come. He'll be available from the 9th.
Yep, I agree. Rohan Surbi says, good to see Krishnappa Gautam. Yes, we had picked him in our ideal playing 11
Yes.
at the start of the IPL. So,
And I think he mentioned one more thing, that CSK screwed him up. I think he did. I saw a comment just on the side of my eye. I agree with him. Chennai Super Kings paid 9.25 crores for
9.25.
Krishnappa Gautam in that IPL.
that
auction.
was the problem. Now, put a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and they didn't pick him. Hardly for 2-3 games he
Yes.
played out of 17.
And before that, he was a standard performer for Rajasthan.
Rajasthan Royals.
Not with ball.
With the bat
With the bat.
also.
That
With the-
innings, what they needed 20, 25 or
Yes, he hit at 20.
Gautam City.
Yeah,
Gautam
Gautam City.
City.
Yes. And by the way, if there is one more question about which Yadav will perform well, he's also Yadav, by the way.
Ah,
Yes, Gautam Yadav. Krishnappa Gautam Yadav.
wow.
Yes.
So, it's been a IPL of Yadav so
Yes.
far. Maybe then Krishnappa.
There is Lalit, Kuldeep, and today Krishnappa also joins that.
Umesh.
Krishnappa.
No, I'm saying Yadav
Umesh
would
also,
be-
yes.
I hope after this comment,
Surya
Surya Kumar
Kumar.
Yadav.
Yeah.
I hope after this comment, Yadavs don't fail because we have two.
Yeah, because whatever he says, the opposite. You were talking about
My batting, this thing has been spot on.
you were talking about us being international.
Yeah.
So Sanket Joshi is joining us from Germany.
We are international.
Guten Tag. Yes.
And also, funny yet maybe he's serious about it. Warner. He wants to learn that Rishabh Pant one-handed shot.
Oh, he said that.
yes.
Everybody would want to learn.
What an audacious stroke that is. Yeah.
One hand six.
We all want to learn Jadeja's bat
We
twirling
almost
also.
found a photo of David Warner's when he played for Delhi Daredevils, one-handed shot.
Wow.
So
Oh.
maybe we get to see
In the nets, he was practicing the reverse and the one-handed. He is doing it.
that. He always does.
Yeah. But again, can you do Jadeja's bat twirl without breaking your wrist? Challenge.
No. I don't think he'll attempt that.
Sad Salman says hi, but I want to know why is your
Why
name
you
sad? Come on. Hi. I hope our highs can send some positivity to you and you can smile
From
and
now
enjoy.
on, you should be happy, Salman.
Wait,
Yes.
exactly.
Redacted Shetty wants to know in the past 3 matches why is Shreyas Iyer throwing his wicket cheaply? Answer.
The pressures of captaincy after such a long gap. And maybe he's caught between leadership and wanting to be aggressive. Shreyas' basic nature is aggressive batting.
That's what he did in the T20 series, 3
He
consecutive
did.
half centuries.
Yeah, but
He was
here
aggressive.
I think the plan is not coming. But it's just 3 games.
Maybe
in the
he's in
next
2 minds playing shots. Maybe.
Not really. I think
No.
Okay, if
He's
I'm
going to throw that.
responsible, okay, if suppose I get 3-4 assignments, I've got this, I've got to do all this. Somebody tells me you have to go immediately and do this, then maybe that pressure and misjudgment might come in.
But
Maybe
for
he's
yesterday,
caught in
we
that.
can maybe excuse him because it was a tough pitch in the power play overs.
Tough pitch?
Yeah.
Tough
No,
pitch?
not for Cummins. Not for Cummins.
Thank you
Not
very
for
much.
Cummins.
Thank you.
Okay, Shubham Dubey has a question. He says, Nikhil sir, what about Babar Azam who went unsold in 100?
Oh.
Then now will Akhtar pay him 15 crore to compensate in the IPL? just to point that out also, I think Babar is not available for the maximum
There is a
amount of
reason
100.
for that.
And that's why he didn't go unpicked. Also to point out, don't compare 100 with IPL.
Yeah.
David Warner has gone unsold in the 100 if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
And that doesn't mean that IPL didn't pay him. So it's apple with oranges that you're comparing. We need to compare apples with apples.
Yes.
Because a lot of people pointed out on our video that we did on the Pakistan players that if they were saying that, listen, you were saying Babar could go for whatever money, he's gone unsold for 100. So maybe I thought this is an opportunity to tell you that he's not available for majority of the
Someone
100.
was saying 50. He will go for 15 to 20.
No, that was Shoaib Akhtar.
That was maybe in Pakistan rupees.
We debunked that theory in the video that we've done on Sports Today.
Considering his strike rate, I guess 6,
No,
7, 8
but
more.
I
not
think
more.
the
Yeah.
guy who would have gone most, if the Pakistan players of the current lot were, I think the most expensive,
Shaheen.
Yeah.
Shaheen Shah Afridi.
left-hander, who would not want him, man?
We've discussed that in
Yeah.
a video. Please
Yeah,
go and watch
please
that.
go.
Okay, Bappa Ditya is here. He says he's one of our regular watchers from London.
Yes.
Another-
He went for the
International.
Chelsea game last night. Bappa Ditya, I hope you enjoyed that game even though Chelsea lost.
Lost. Very shame. Very shame.
Anyone
he
watching
says
from Delhi?
Delhi and Lucknow have actually not played to their potential till now. They have been little lucky as well. However, these two teams most likely will make top 4. Lucknow, I agree with you. Delhi, I'm a bit
I
iffy.
did predict them that they will come
It's
in.
still
So-
early days.
Yeah.
Still early days.
Arun is a Delhi fan. He'll
course.
tell you a bit more.
Yeah.
Kingshuk Biswas says in Gujarat Titans, can Yash Dayal replace Varun Aaron? Why not? Yeah, I've heard so much about Yash Dayal, left armer from
Yeah.
Uttar Pradesh, and I believe he's now picked up some pace also. So bowling with some
And
great
not
pace.
just him, I guess CSK should go ahead with Prashant Solanki as well. Because he was very much
Let
talked
them
about.
listen.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about Gujarat Titans.
Gujarat Titans, yes.
Yes,
Yash
they should.
Dayal.
Yeah.
Very interesting prospect from UP.
For Varun Aaron, definitely.
Yeah.
That is a good point. We'll discuss when the game is there. We'll discuss that.
But I think
Mohan V is a regular watcher, says,
Yeah.
oh, we have Mr. Beans on the show.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
Who is he talking about? Is it Arun, Siddharth, or me? Who are you talking? Who are you referring to?
Oh my God.
Let us know. Ravi Bishnoi is very good. Praveen Akurathi says, but I feel he needs to work on his leg spinners or else he'll become predictable. We pointed the exact same thing, Praveen,
Yes.
in our preview to the IPL. If you take a look at when we were analyzing the Lucknow team, we spoke about this aspect in particular.
Correct.
And I think, but he's got a great record against left-handers, and so today it'd be interesting to see when
Yeah.
he's up against David Warner. Let's
Mohan
see
V
how-
is telling me, Siddharth.
Oh,
I'm Mr. Bean. Oh boy.
Siddharth is Mr. Bean.
Why? Because I get all the predictions wrong.
Maybe.
Oh boy.
So we
Pink
start with the
t-shirt.
boundary.
Pink t-shirt. Mr. Bean. Which episode?
Must have been.
Maybe
I
you're
don't
too
remember.
funny. I
You
think
have
you
too
should
many
take it
names.
as a compliment, no?
Too many names. So Babu Rao,
Raju Rao,
Raju Rao,
Siri, then Laughing Buddha.
Laughing Buddha, Siri.
You're laughing Buddha.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody called him Laughing Buddha.
Laughing Buddha.
Many names, yes.
But laughing Buddha, so you're the opposite of laughing Buddha, na? He's considered lucky.
I don't have a big stomach. So
Yeah.
prediction time as usual.
Yes.
Where I start to sweat. Ask him first.
No, you already pretty. I asked you.
I asked Lucknow, but score.
You said Lucknow.
Delhi Capitals
Pick.
170.
170 to 180. What we have to
No, exact.
pick and choose.
Exact.
178.
178. Wow.
You said 180.
170.
178.
Yeah.
I'll say 190.
Okay.
On that note, thank you so much for joining us. Reminder, don't forget to download the Gamezy app because that's where you stand a chance to win up to 5 crore daily in prize money. You can make multiple teams. There are 5 over slots as well for you to participate in, and then you can win a lot of prizes and prize money, and you can even make team in the middle of the innings. Gamezy is the only app that allows you to do that. On that note, bye-bye.
Bye bye.